that Brandon and PJ have played together so far in the
Yeah.
game. What has gone into them being such a good pairing and sort of the unique way that you use them?
Well, just time on task. Obviously, those two guys are college teammates, but they've never played pro ball together. It's just time on task. For our defense, safeties are almost like hybrids, some corner, some safety, some nickel, so those two guys fit our profiles as far as the range in a pass game, open field tackling, the blitz ability, the ball skills. So it's a certain profile that we want for safeties, and both guys fit it well.
For Riley, going into the week, there was always so much talk about his athleticism.
Yeah.
That was been talked about throughout training camp as well. But is there something about his game that maybe stood out to you outside of that, or kind of caught you by surprise?
No, I mean, in the draft process, you can see the movement stuff. You can see the speed, the stop and start ability. So the movement stuff was never an issue. The college tape is like everyone's college tape. You watch for traits, right? And I mean, he's playing more quarters in college, so it wasn't a bunch of man stuff, but you can see the movement and the ball skills, the stop and start, the long speed. Football IQ was high on tape. He was tough. He can tackle. So no different than any, young player in college. The traits are what matters, and once you acquire a player, you kind of teach him how to play man and play certain zones and play to your system. So it was a normal evaluation. He was a really good college player, so I'm not surprised that he's a good player here.
PJ, how important is it this much nickel defense these days?
Yeah.
Corners will tackle.
Absolutely. It's a space game, and everything that we're seeing in this new NFL is matchups, right? They're making everyone play one-on-one, from the D-line to the nickel to the corner to the safety. So, it's so much pass game, RPOs. It's one-on-one football a lot. So having guys who can really run and tackle an open field, who can cover ground quickly, who can cover up mistakes on the second level is very important these days.
Vince, you've said, you're never obviously blitzing just to blitz, and every
Right.
game plan is unique. But what are some of the foundational things that have to be in place in order for you to be able to blitz pretty frequently like you guys have?
It changes weekly, and again, guys, most blitzes are not just pass blitzes, right? You have run blitzes, you have sim blitzes that look like 5 but only 4. Being a 5 down front, right? We can be in a 4-man rush, but if it's run, it looks like a 5-man, right? So it changes every play, because of the structure of the offense, or simply is it run or is it pass? You're blitzing a certain halfback, if he's really good in third downs, you want him to block, so you blitz him, so he blocks, right? So that's one guy who can't catch a ball on third down. So it's all reasons why you blitz. It's run game, it's pass game, it's the quarterback, it's different things. So it's different every week. That's why you're playing every week, and you kind of figure out what's best for the team.
Patrick Dan was named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week this week, and of course capped off by the pick six. How important is that for him to get such a game-changing play, do you think?
I think it's important for all young players to have success, and to make big plays during games. As a coach, you're coaching and preaching certain techniques and certain eye placement and certain things that allow them to make big plays. So when they make the big play, kind of justifies your coaching and his technique and his teaching. So it's always fun to watch guys make big plays. That was a huge play for us on Sunday. We didn't start off the way we have in the last 2 weeks. It was a slow start. It wasn't good early, and Pat made a play to kind of turn it. So that's good for our defense.
Zach talks a lot about winning the one-on-one.
Yeah.
What kind of freedom does that give you with your creativity and where you can bring pressure
Yeah.
from?
I think most pressures are designed to get guys one-on-one, right? You rarely have a free runner. That comes with a lot of taking chances, So most base pressures are designed to get guys one-on-one, or you're attacking the front to make them block one-on-one. That's running pass game alike. So it's important, once they get one-on-one, who can win their one-on-one is huge for us. And fortunately, we have guys who can do that up front. We got 5 guys in our base front that can all win one-on-ones, and that's helped me be aggressive especially on early base downs.
Vance, Pat always talked still about getting better, but in year 4, he's really darn good. Champ was talking about great. We're talking about his best corner in football. So how much better can he get? And then when you get around guys like Vaughn and J.J. Watt, it's just about getting to that level and then sustaining. Like, how can a coach help him sustain?
Yeah,
Once they
I think players, either improve or get worse. I've seen really good players get worse, in their careers. But I think Pat's the kind of guy that he's so humble, right? So he doesn't think that he is what we think he is, which is really cool to see. I mean, he is open-minded to coaching. He's asking questions. He's working hard every day in practice. So his best trait is the person, in my opinion. I mean, he is a humble dude who works every day to get better. He's never not detailed in his job description. He's always the first guy in the meeting room, last guy to leave. He's asking questions, taking notes. So he doesn't believe what we believe he is, which is cool.
How is Herbert different than Greg Roman's?
I think that he's the same player. I mean, he's a big guy, athletic. He can make every single throw. He can scramble on third downs to make first downs. But it's a different system. It's a run-first system. It's a two-back system that most teams don't play with fullbacks anymore. But it's different for him. But it allows him to get a clean picture in the pass game, because to stop this unit, it's got to be a heavy box and single high coverages. So it cleans the quarterback's reads, So he's not seeing single shell coverage. He's not seeing simulated pressures a lot on first, second down because it's heavy run. So it cleans his reads for him. But it's a different offense. It's not what we've seen from these guys in the last couple of years. It is run first, run second, and quick game and play action pass. So it's a different, unique, old school, I would say, offensive football team.
Coach, for you personally, with the ups and downs of this league, and you've been in this league for a long time,
Yeah.
how do you kind of just stay true to yourself and trust your process?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, it's a league of 17 weeks, but every week it's a season. It's so much work that goes to these weeks, and the wins feel like you can't ever lose again, and the losses feel the total opposite. So it's a huge investment each week, and so your thought process, your time, your energy all goes into that 1 week. So you don't have time to kind of, even when it's good, to celebrate too long. After the game, man, 24 hours, it's over. And that's win or lose. And the teams in this league who can get back to, again, baseline of correcting and getting better quickly, they can win the next week with no guarantee. So you don't have time to kind of celebrate the good or kind of live the bad. You just move on quickly.
Last question, Zach.
Did your head coach experience help you with that, or is that kind of ingrained with you, that mindset of moving forward quickly, just right when you enter?
That's most coaches in this league and most players. You have to have that. If you don't, you can't correct quickly and you can't rebound, from adversity. Every team is going to have adversity this year. We had some early. We've had some good fortune, but it's coming back. It happened Sunday. Sunday morning. Our defense had some adversity early, and we played through it. So that's just checking boxes, and I was proud of us how we came out of that, because that was the first time we had adversity in the first drive in about 3 weeks. So it happens daily, it happens weekly, it happens over the month. So just having your guys ready to handle it, that's the key.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys, thank you.